Well, obviously, trying to. I know you beat Utah State last year here, but first time going back down there since 2 years ago, and it didn't go too well. Unfortunately, what do you remember about that game, and how much do you guys want to kind of, get some payback for that one?
I remember it being a good atmosphere, a good crowd, a loud crowd. So I'm obviously excited to go back there and try to avenge that loss in Utah. So we're all excited to go back there. Mountain West Championship game for us every week now. So.
Had you ever seen anything like that in the first half with the 7 turnovers? It just seemed like literally anything you guys tried didn't go your way.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been. I didn't dwell on it too much, but I definitely remember it. I remember being down there and just thinking, man, I don't want that to happen again on the team that we're playing against. So, yeah.
It seemed like you've had a couple of those with Wyoming last week. You had a reason to kind of be fired up to play them, and they stormed the field. Which happens sometimes when you guys lose, but they kind of were celebrating after that one and stuff. What is it about when it does that help when you have something extra that like this loss 2 years ago that kind of helps fuel your fire for when you play a team again or something like that?
Yeah, it helps, but at the same time, all I'm thinking about is a Mountain West Championship game. So it's just the fact that they're in our conference is what motivates me to go and play.
Oh, go ahead, Will.
Over the last 3 weeks, what's been the key to the running game success?
Just getting that time to kind of gel together. I didn't practice for 2 weeks before San Diego State, so I put a lot of pressure on the other guys to kind of step up, make those calls, and I'm not there. So I think that actually really helped the younger guys develop in the line.
What do you feed off Alexander?
Seeing him run over somebody is pretty nice, or jump over somebody like you guys saw, makes you a little more excited to go out there and block somebody for him. You can make plays like that.
What'd you think of the hurdle?
It was pretty cool. I didn't get to see it on the field, but I saw it on the film. It was pretty cool.
You guys are fans. Everybody used to you guys scoring 50 points a game and putting up 600 yards of offense or whatever. And it's obviously working a different way now. You guys have won 3 in a row, but maybe the offense isn't quite as explosive, or I don't know what the right word is as we're used to seeing around here. Well, what's it like as an offense where you're winning, you're doing enough, but maybe it's a different style of football, more running the football, using the clock and stuff than we're used to seeing around here?
It's just different personnel we've had in years past, so we got to make do with what we have, and right now we're running the ball pretty well. So if we can do that, control the clock and control the game ultimately. So all that matters is that we win.
With Montel and Brett splitting time, what's it like for the offense? Do you guys know who's coming into the game, or do you just turn around and see who's in the huddle leading things? How does that work?
Especially when they're both in the huddle sometimes. It's fun. It's cool to get to see both those guys go out there and play and do well and have success. It's really fun to go out there and be part of that offense with them.
Do you kind of we saw with 3 or 4 players, they're both out there, and it does seem like the coaches are starting to that one drive was almost every other play they were switching them. Is an offense kind of, I don't know if cool's the right word, but it seems like the coaching staff's finding a way to make this work with the 2 quarterbacks and kind of tinkering with different stuff.
Yeah, it's just we have certain personnel that they're in on, certain plays that they're in on. When we get into the right situations from the run that plays, that's what happens. So it's not really based on how they're feeling throughout the game. It's about what the plays we want to run.
Kind of piggybacking off that, what's it say about those 2 guys' selflessness when you consider in this day and age? Egos, playing time. You want to be the guy all the time. Those 2 make it work easy, and it's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not, especially not. When Larson went in there and played for me for the first part of BYU and the first part of San Diego State, that's hard for me, because I want to be playing. But for them, I can only imagine, those guys are just, they're top class. They're not selfish at all. They do whatever they get to get the team win. So,
what do you, as an offensive line, you guys obviously went to huddling this year. How's that any different for you guys? Do you get more of a breather? Does it slow things down? What's it like huddling?
I think it's more tiring, honestly, because you got to run back and forth from the huddle. But it's nice to, get after a play, go in there to line, kind of see what happened. We can talk about, why did this happen? Who didn't get their guy? Whatever happened. So we can really ultimately analyze what happened in the play before and kind of forget about it and go to the next play. And
you guys are kind of, running fewer plays as a result of that kind of. And Coach Harsin was saying yesterday, well, yeah, some teams run 90 plays, but 25 of them suck. He's like, you want to, it doesn't matter if you run less plays if they're more effective. Does that huddling and just kind of regrouping, and does that kind of help you guys maybe focus in at all? Or?
Yeah, I think so. Taking less plays helps your body a little bit too as well. So, this last game, I think like 67% of the plays were run plays. So when you do that kind of a scheme, you're going to get tired. And so having a little bit less plays really helps us out.
You mentioned Garrett. How do you think he stepped in and played?
He did really well. Yeah, I was really proud of him. He came into a hostile environment at BYU, played really well. So I was really proud of him.
How hard is that you would know? You not have much experience snapping, and then all of a sudden in the bye week, and then be ready to go right after that.
It's not easy. I've been put in that situation before, so it's really good and really got a good future coming up.
Can't remember who we were talking to last week, but talked about the offensive line getting into a rhythm. What's it like to get into an offensive line rhythm?
It just feels good. You know what I mean? We got young guys, so it takes a little while for them to get what's going on. But we just keep doing what we were doing first 4 weeks, first 5 weeks, and it finally just started to click. Guys started understanding what's going on, so it felt good.
You guys seem to play well on the road, and Coach Harsin said maybe this year more than some others. He feels like you guys embrace the challenge of going on the road and knowing that it's a business trip, leaving the day before, and just what is it about going on the road that you feel like so far you guys have had success, and obviously one of your bigger challenges coming up on Saturday?
Yeah. I like going on the road and traveling because it's like a business trip. You're focused in 2 days. That's all it is football. You're not really seeing your family as much. You're not seeing other people or other students around campus. It's all football, so it's really nice. I like it.
What do you think? So one more. Now you guys are wearing the slacks and stuff on for the Bronco walk and traveling and stuff. What do you think of classing it up a little bit?
It's nice. Makes you feel good. Feel good, play good, look good, that kind of thing.
What stands out to you about Utah State's defense?
They're fast and they bring just about everything at you. They got odd 4 down. They'll bring about every blitz known to man. So you have to prepare for a lot of different things. Right?